Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months. Scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
Are you so certain? The Mandalorians must be stopped. They will only grow more powerful with time.
Kawana bola atugawa, watimi alabola. Kava volpa mulji gomana? Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa, dong abuk shami nonok. Kava volpa mulji gomana?
Ichuta, Tonhat Wamaji Hak Ingotung.
Kipuna, nabon sha.
Kun Jope Shop. Uba Batu Konki, Yutuka Arua, Aju Abenki.
Inkin kunoba mulira chinkun.
Dong abuk shami nonok. Wana kuna best chinga pala multonki. Ashanti tun unumani patoka.
Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Jink palamul tonk kimba na kongek. Nipunaje dolpi kiknyunyan. Inkin kunoba mulira chinkun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Gamana. Ikratuk hatu chichiya. Watayuma kawama huhanek. Gipuna. Puna na kachu. Kimba no mulina na tuana. Don kimba no kunnek. Kavatumpa kun palia mokata. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Jink palamul tonk kimba na kongek. Kachichu aitha haudonga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podonna. Wanga kun beast king bamulira.
Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun beast kin ba mulara choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava volpa mulji gomana? Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa. Dong abuk shami nonok.
No one is denying that Revan was one of the keys to defeating the Mandalorians. But something happened out there on the Outer Rim.
Is this wise? The ancient Jedi sealed this archway. If we pass beyond this door, we can never go back. The Order will surely banish us. The dark side is strong in this place. Can its power truly be worth the risk?
Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni minamambato mule ra hakugri katkota parabola tanga boksha nak nong kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule raji kun chuni yun ni jiji aldwana kava volpa muli kumana chine pala mule tonki ba non tontek Tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Tangabun shan nang. Wanga kun bist kin ba mula rak choni yun tun jiji either dwana. Kava volpa muli kumana? Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni tong abuk shami no nok bona na kachu kicha badwang wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawagawa bakon kakin cha na kwat na bonkon wana kumbes chi pala mulek tongki pa na nonek tu nikton chud chun ke nemolek rabest uf mala nibo kurk china pala mule tongki ba non tontek tu ni chachon kun ne mule rabest kakin cha na kwat na bonkon wana kumbes chi pala mulek tongki pa na nonek tu nikton chud chun ke nemolek rabest uf mala nibo kurk. Mucho shakapaka, ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny ku, yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichin. Tangabun shan nang, wanga kun bist kin ba mulara choni yun tun jiji either dwana, kawa vulpa mulji gomana? Kin kun shin kin nikin kun na bule mule raji kun kava volpa muli kumana kipuna na bon sha kakin chana kwana bakon.
Children of the Mandalore, this is our greatest of hours, the moment where we at last break free from the chains that have long shackled us to the defeat of the great Sith War. Hail the glorious dead. It is their sacrifice that has allowed us to move forward and meet this destiny. I am under no delusions, my children. I understand how crucial a situation we are in. The Republic has pushed us from Onderon, from Althir, from Duxon. These are worlds we captured at the cost of countless Mandalorian lives. Our sacrifices are many, our victories now few, but our resolve has never been greater. We can defeat the Republic here. We can begin to reclaim the ground that they have taken from us. but only if you continue to embrace the Mandalorian way and commit yourselves completely to war. Seek honor through battle and bring boundless glory to the Mandalorian people.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata. Kakin chana guanabrakon. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Bugra shak kunti chiwa mchawa. Dong abuk shami no. Chinapala mule, tonki ba non tontek, tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Jishawa anibong kasha chonasi ichua byongbo joni, minamamato mule ra, tangabun shan omnong, wanga kun bis kin ba mula ra, choni yun tun jiji ida dwana, kava vulpa mulji gumana? Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Kakin cha na kwat na bonkon. Wanakumbes chi pala mulak. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun chun ke nemolek rabest. Ufmala nibokurk. Kipuna na bonsha. Kakin cha na kwana bokon. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Prata donko searcha domatama? Tangabun shan omnong. Wanga kun bis kin ba mulara choni yun tun jiji ida dwana. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yumawama nibo lora waisha waga shichi.
Yes, that's right. The Mandalorians must be stopped. And if the war ends with their defeat, then anything else is a small price to pay.
Donk ki ba nukunet. Tonga boksha nak nong. Chinapala mule, tunni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kava volpa muli kumana?
Warriors, you continue to fight our enemies with every ounce of strength that remains in your bodies. There is a great honor in your struggle and in your sacrifice. I commend you for your efforts, for there is no greater death than one found on the field of battle. As warriors, this is a duty you must confront, the fate you must accept. And I, Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians, have a duty that I too must confront, a fate that I too must accept. The Jedi have infiltrated our line and boarded my ship in an effort to terminate my command. This was an unforeseen and unpredictable move, and one that marks the arrival of an equally unpredictable Jedi to this battlefield. The Jedi you know and fear as Revan has taken command of the Republic forces here. I once dismissed Revan as merely another pacifistic Jedi who did not understand the truth of war. In this arrogance, I refuse to understand the truth of my own. Revan is a charismatic leader, a renowned technician, and an expert strategist. To underestimate this Jedi was our failing. It was my failing. But it is not a failing that I will repeat this day. I will meet this foe in a single combat and fight Revan on the field of battle. I will be prepared. I will be victorious. Now, as I depart to face the fate that lay before me, I ask of you, warriors, my children, that you remain loyal to the end, to your purpose, and to your leader. In turn, I will remain loyal to you, as I always have. Revel in your time, my children. Serve the Mandalorians, and they in turn will serve you.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
For Mandalore! Magnificent, isn't it? This is warfare in its most purest of forms, a battle fought by warriors whose hatred for one another has cleansed their minds of lesser passions and focused all their energies towards a single undeniable urge, the urge to destroy each other. There is much honor to be found in such a battle, and to a Mandalorian, honor is what drives us. Honor is what feeds our existence with purpose and meaning. To a Mandalorian, honor is and always has been everything. Welcome to the Battle of Malachor 5, Revan. We meet at last. Mandalorians, the Republic, both are civilizations fighting over territory, resources, and ideologies. We are creatures bound by our own desire to expand our sphere of influence beyond the sanctuary of our own borders. It is in this desire to force our truths upon the peoples of the galaxy that our war was born from. War is the ultimate test for any civilization, for in it one finds definition. Revan, you of all people know this to be true. In this war you sought purpose, you sought definition, and through your methods, through the millions you have sacrificed in your pursuit of victory, you found that definition. You, Revan, you are a Mandalorian in all but name. Revan, you have brought great honor to yourself and to your once spineless republic. We are enemies, but at heart we are both warriors. And as a warrior, I have come to respect you for the strength you have shown through your actions on the battlefield. It is why I now extend my hand to you in friendship. At heart, you are of the Mandalore. You crave battle, and our way grants you purpose. It satisfies a hunger that not the Republic nor even the Jedi could satisfy. We embrace your desire for war and see it for what it truly is, strength. Think of the feats we could accomplish together, Revan. With I as Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians, and you, Revan, my chief strategist, we could lead the galaxy into a new age of prosperity and triumph. A galaxy fueled by the might of the Mandalorian war machine, bringing a period of strength and expansion like no other. Revan, we can shape a new Mandalorian golden age. What say you? Will you renounce your loyalties to the Republic and to the Jedi? Will you begin anew, a greater being? Will you join me? Then you will die here, and all that you fought to defend, to reclaim, will be destroyed. There will be a Mandalorian golden age, Revan, an age fueled by conquest and defined through war. It will be a haven for warriors, the one place where our cravings for battle will forever be satisfied. The judgment is decided. Our battle will mark the end of one age and the beginning of another. Long have I sought to test my skills against you, Revan. Rejoice. Ours will be a glorious combat. Prepare yourself. Combat, Revan. I yield before your power. You are the superior warrior. I may be defeated, but as long as a new Mandalore is chosen, we will survive.